Hey all, J-Man here. I just want to tell you about beardedshirts.com. It's a great place to get a lot of cool superhero shirts and other merchandise. You can scroll, they've always got sales on. As you can see, they've got these really cool print all over shirts, which I really love. That's Eddie, the founder of the site. And if you're looking for stuff, all you got to do is you click on the search here and you can type in all over. And that's going to show you the all over prints, which are really, really cool. Look at that. You got Legion of Superheroes, you got Brave and the Bold, you got JSA, you got Superman, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, all kinds of stuff. So check out beardedshirts.com. Hey everybody, J-Man here. Thanks so much for popping in. Sorry, we had some technical difficulties there. I don't know, I hit live and then I just didn't feel like doing it. I don't know what the hell happened there. That was messed up. But we are good now. We're ready to go. I just gave a shout out there to beardedshirts.com. That is our channel sponsor. So if you do become a member of the channel once a month, one member of the channel is going to get a free pick of any shirt. It doesn't have to be the print all over shirts. It could be whatever shirt you want off the website, and I'll send it to you. That's it. As easy as that. Before we get going, I do want to shout out the members. We've got my good friend Dan, who signed up like instantaneous. Like I just clicked memberships, and then Dan signed up immediately. So thanks, Dan. Of course, Clobberin, Stephen, and Brennan, who you guys have seen sometimes on my shows as well. So shout out to the members. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. All right, Dan was like literally waiting. I'm like, I might do memberships, like right, boom, he signed up right away. So I really appreciate that. All right, well, let's bring in our co-host for this one.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, how's it going? All right, so let's get in. Let's do our quick thing. So no Transformers Thursday. So Clobby's not here tonight, guys. So it wasn't. We're only late because of technical difficulties, not because of Clobby.
Yeah,
I think Clobby will be doing his stream tonight, though.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I believe he's still going to try to do it tonight. Oh. It's the Monday night Mark C Comics Talk. For me, it's on at 10 p.m. Eastern, so that's 9 p.m. Pacific. Is that? I think that's the normal for.
Anyways, 9 Pacific, but yeah.
No, it'd be whatever. I don't know what.
It's 3 hours, not
3 hours. So his is I don't know what his thing is. For me, it's 10 p.m. Eastern, so that's when his streams are for me. So check it out. He might still be streaming tonight. So guys, check that out.
Oh, okay.
So this Thursday we're seeing Godzilla -1. So stream. Woo! I cannot wait.
I can't wait, man.
I watched Godzilla versus Destroyer.
Yeah,
I've seen it 400 times, but just
Destroyer.
Destroyer. So I watched that again just to get re-pumped up, and my wife has already seen this movie, so we're watching it. She's like, "Man, this is so awesome! Like, we've seen this, and you said it was awesome last time we watched it. It's so awesome. It's really good." I was like, "I know," and you said that exactly. I was like, "You've seen it at least 2 or 3 times yourself." The thing is, like, you forget how awesome that movie is. It's like it's legitimately 10 out of 10.
Yeah, it's wicked. Yeah, the Kona Monster Destroyer is awesome too.
Yeah, because it's for the Oxygen Destroyer, right?
Yeah.
Mini Oxygen Destroyer. Like, what the hell? Like, this is the best.
Yeah.
But we are back Friday, Fourth War Friday. That is already scheduled, so that's this Friday. All right, let's get the Legion overlay going here. Let's say hello to a lot of people who we've got in the chat here. Chris was here. Thank you for joining, Chris, for popping in. Chris is a cool guy. I usually go on his show on Wednesdays, and that's usually before the Action Elite. So the Action Elite is going live to this week. They're going live on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. So 7 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to try to make it to Chris's Show Us What You Got every Wednesday. He's kind enough to invite me to the Show Us What You Got, which talks about whatever comics and stuff you bought this week. So Chris, thanks for popping in. I put your link in the description of this video, plus my other videos and in the chat. FK, how's it going? You were here pretty early. So thank you so much. Waiting. I know we're waiting. It was this time. There's literally no one to blame, but the Matrix or whatever you want. I said member. I did say member. Yes. Phantom Outsider. Thank you so much for coming in. We appreciate it. There is a new Godzilla. Yeah. Clobby is not here. Stream will be better. Yeah, but now I got to read. Now I got to do all his duties. Now I got to read the credits and all this other shit. It's like, I'm not I'm pulling double shifts here. I got to
do some of the voices.
Like, oh, man, I can't do all of that. Yeah, versus Destroy. Oh, yeah, there is now new Godzuki. I don't know Godzuki. Is Godzuki?
No, do you know what Godzuki is? It's from the Hanna-Barbera cartoon.
Oh, yes, I do know that. I thought the name.
And Godzuki, and it's like, it's so funny because the Godzilla.
Yes, okay, I know it. I looked it up.
Godzilla, and it goes and Godzuki, and it gets all stupid, and then he's like burning down.
Dookie.
I only have one of the 3 DVDs for that. They released season 1 on DVD, and it's like hard to find now.
Yeah. And also I wanted to ask everybody to be on the lookout for this because so after I got monetized, it asks me a whole bunch of stuff when I'm doing streams and everything. So I tried to I have to have ads. It's like forcing me. So I tried to remove the ads in the middle of the stream. You might get an ad literally in the middle of the stream. I think I removed it, but I don't know if I did. I think I removed it. So let me know if they should be skippable. I picked skippable ads because I always hate when you can't skip them, but that doesn't mean like YouTube has the right to pick whatever they pick. There's no, you can't like.
But if you have premium, you're good, right?
If you have premium, you're good.
Oh, good. All right.
Yeah, if you have premium,
I pay the big bucks.
You pay the big bucks for premium?
Yeah.
I pay the big skip button premium.
You know what? I tried it, and it's like I tried it for a month, and I was like, I'll just get rid of it in a month, whatever. I couldn't do it, man. I was too used to it.
That's how they pull you in.
I know.
And then you're trapped for life. For life.
For life.
For life. Yeah. You're trapped for life, man. They're like, that's it. Well, we got some pretty good ones. We have a Jim Shooter in the end, introducing the Fatal 5. I posted a poll, which is a rubbish poll, I know.
I'd say all these are pretty good.
But they are pretty good. Yeah, they are pretty good.
They could have been movies. Could have been the movies.
And for once, it wasn't super obvious who the mystery characters were.
Yeah. I was like, well, actually, I don't. And then when they reveal him, like, no, that's a pretty good reveal.
That was a pretty good reveal. Because, like, literally, because I knew the thing is, they revealed that it wasn't going to, it was revealed that it wasn't going to be Superboy and Supergirl because one of the characters like, I bet you it's Superboy and Supergirl. I'm like, oh, then it's not that.
It's not, yeah.
And then you can't guess because you're not sure, right? So,
yeah.
Oh, he showed it. Oh, he's showing a pre-recorded. Okay, all right.
Oh.
So I'm sure he set that up as a premiere, which is really Sean does this all the time on his channel.
Yeah,
a premiere is like a live stream. It's just that you're not there. You could still chat as it's going. You can chat and stuff. So
Clobby used to do that all the time, actually, with the classic comics.
The classic stuff. The classic, yeah. So there you go. So that answers that question. So yeah, make sure you guys are on for that. But I'm cool with that because I don't really participate in the chat because I'm usually just listening in the background, or I'm actually sometimes getting ready for bed. So it's like I'm not always there. But even when I am there, I'm just listening. I don't chat too much. All right, let's share the screen here. Share. All right. Oh, let me remove the overlay. That's gonna be, or does it interfere that much? No, but then it blocks everything. Yeah,
it blocks stuff. Yeah.
All right. Okay, so Legion, Adventure. I can't do his Adventure Comics number 3, volume only, number 350. He says volume only. That's his thing.
Yeah.
This is so editor was Mort Weisinger, of course. Cover artist Kurt Swan with George Klein. Writers E. Nelson Bridwell. Pencilers, Kurt Swanier. Inkers, George Klein. Letters, that was the cover artist I gave for the other one. Letters, Milt Snappen. Is that how you say his name? And editor Mort Weisinger. So there you go.
Yeah.
It's pretty much the same people for the next one.
Yeah.
And then the one after that, well, I'll just read them out. We'll
yeah, they have to close out the story, and then so it's the same guys.
So we're now in the full Adventure Comics being just the Legion story,
Right.
And now not even that, but it's now a two-parter, and the next one's a two-parter. So
yeah, like
the entire format of this has completely just kind of changed for the better, I do think.
Yeah. So Adventure was shared with Superboy, right?
And up until now, but it was Hall of Fame,
classic Superboys,
yeah, Hall of Fame classic. You're like, I have this. A lot of the ones already I have them all on digital, anyways.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Superboy and Supergirl are crying. This does happen a lot. So they're booted out.
Yeah.
Who's this guy? Is that just an uncolored? This is a weirdly colored Colossal Boy, I think.
He's Colossal Boy, I think, yeah.
But he's colored all weird.
Standing beside
Shrinking Violet?
Shrinking Violet, yeah.
And then they're going off to, do the dirty. They're getting a room, these two.
Yeah, Saturn Girl and Lightning Lad, man. What the hell?
What the heck? Boys 8 through 13. Booyah. Whoa. All right.
Brought to you by Ford. I don't even know what this is a commercial for. It's Ford. It's also football. I don't get it. Enter the 6th annual Ford dealers. Got it.
Yeah, it's just like, sure.
I've always said this, and this is true. It's like Canadians take pride in hockey, but football in America is a million times what hockey is in Canada. It's not even close in terms of fandom. I know Canadians, but it's true. It's like hockey in Canada is nothing compared to football in America.
No, yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah,
All right, so the Legion of Superheroes. So these two got booted, and we've got their names are funny, which we'll get to. Okay, so Superboy has these statues. The leader glows, and when the leader glows, then he knows that he's needed. So he goes through the time tunnel here, or the boom tube, or whatever. We're reading too many comics. I don't know what that's called now. He goes through the time barrier. Shows up, Supergirl's there, and Brainiac presents them with a dilemma. The Earth is being surrounded by kryptonite particles
that we quickly forget about, but yeah.
Yeah, they're kryptonite particles. Green kryptonite particles, because that's going to be very important later.
Yeah, I don't agree with how they solve that, but okay, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's
because you don't change the composition of it, just the color of it.
Right.
Anyway,
it's Batman logic. That's what Clobby says. Look here, the entire Earth. So he explains it.
Yeah.
He goes, so you guys can't come to the future because in the future the Earth is all covered with this crap, so you have to leave. And
so did they always have spacesuits, or was it just a fishbowl with the costume before?
I thought it was just a fishbowl.
Yeah, fishbowl with the costume, right?
Not like
so you could see who the guys were. And now it's like Star Trek. They got different outfits now, man. It's you got the Bell action outfits. Yeah.
And then they fat shame Matter Eater Lad.
Yes.
Anyway, so they do try to. This is just part of the story. They tried so. Different Legionnaires try their powers. Sunboy tries his, they had to put a sun on his thing because they couldn't tell. Lightning Lad has his little lightning bolts on his side. He's got his little circles.
Yeah.
And they try their different powers to dispel. Nothing works. I'll use my element change.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that doesn't work either.
Yeah.
Brainiac's like, okay, what are we going to do? It's like, no, we're not going to expel them, but we can't have them around. So they remove all of the anything that links them to, like, from the past that links them to the future.
Okay.
So they remove all of that, and then they're
But
going to
they're
give
like,
them
well,
kryptonite.
what if you give away our secret weapons? Well, what if they give them away now? I don't like. It's like they have to
Right.
do all this elaborate brainwashing bullshit because they expelled them, but they're a danger now too.
Right.
Plus, I thought there was at least for Superboy, there's a hypnotic suggestion from Supergirl so that he forgets everything, anyways. But that
Right. He
doesn't make
forget.
sense because he still has an alarm, and he knows what the alarm is to go to.
Right. He only forgets Supergirl, not the others.
Oh, that's what it was. I forgot about
So
that.
Fanti, yeah, actually, Element Lad does try.
Yeah, he does.
He's like, I'll use my element changing power to turn the kryptonite to harmless helium gas. Wait.
It's the ace in the hole that
Yeah.
as Brady says. Yeah.
I never expected this. Suddenly the dust is sparkling like fireworks, like a fireworks display. So he gathers some of it and takes it back. Element Lad, if you used any more power on the green kryptonite dust, you would have caused a chain reaction that could have destroyed Earth. So that's their get out of jail free card.
Yeah.
So in other words,
panels to explain that, but yeah.
It's like, so in other words, Element Lad, you can't use your powers this time because
Yeah.
Batman logic. And it's like, all right. But yeah, you're right, Sean. Like, I don't understand. It's like, okay, so just say you can't come back. That's it. Not like we have to erase your memory because you could give away secrets, but he goes back to his own time every time.
All the time anyways. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's Superboy. Was he gonna give up people's secrets? Like,
yeah.
How many times have you worked with this man and you don't trust him still? God. It's not like you guys. You guys I don't trust, but
I know, it's like turn it into something else.
It's just a plot device to get rid of Superboy and Supergirl.
Yeah, so this does still have shades of, weirdness, but still.
Yeah.
All right, so here you guys go get out. Satan Girl's costume, nice.
Satan Girl's costume, yeah.
I like Satan Girl.
The flag.
Here's the flag.
For which it stands.
Here's this guy. Here's this guy. Getting all the smooching out of the way. Now we can kiss you twice. Here's Computo, a model of Computo.
Why would you bring up... See, the thing is, like, Satan Girl is a really traumatizing part of Supergirl's past. But they're like, oh, keep it. It's like, thanks, guys.
Remember when you were Satan Girl and, like, it was, like, super awful? Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, and of all the people to present like a model of Computo, it's freaking Duo Damsel, which used to be Triplicate Girl.
Yeah.
But one of them died, and she's all like, here's a model of the thing that killed one of me.
Right, yeah.
And killed other people, too. And, like,
I love it.
Yeah, they ran over guys. It's like, yeah.
Look, Superboy, here's a model of the thing that murdered me and that killed everybody. Take this back and have great memories. It's like, oh, I remember when Computo killed Duo Damsel. We had a funeral for her, and then she actually showed up. It's like, wasn't that great? It's like, well, how is that great? It's like, this is an awful memory.
What traumatizing. It's like we don't make models of our traumas. Like, what are they doing? Yeah,
Anyways, it's like, so he gives her the helmet, the unknown Legionnaire helmet. It was cool to remember all these stories.
Yeah, it's cool, but it's just weird. It's
just weird. Oh, that's here.
You take glee in the weirdest things, guys. But anyway,
smooch, smooch, smooch.
Ooh, yeah, they're all like, here they are actually.
Romance alert. And then they're like, great, we'll take these souvenirs home. Actually, you can't because they'll remind you of us, so we're going to lock them in here.
Yeah.
This is literally like going to the big toy store when you're 8 and you saw a Millennium Falcon, a TIE Fighter, and then your mom's like, no, you can't have these.
Yeah.
You're like, well, but you said I could have a toy. Yeah, but you can't have those toys. You could have like a Hot Wheels car or some shit like that. And you're like, but I've got 400 Hot Wheels. Here's your helmet. Yeah, wear a helmet. It's tough. Get over it. Get over it. Just because Duo Damsel was fried in front of you, get over it. Walk it off. This is a tough crowd, man. The Legionnaires are tough. They're like, F it, I don't care. This is we don't. So anyways, so how are they going to forget? Well, they create these little kryptonite capsule thingies, and Shrinking Violet is going to go super small to the atom size. Now, we don't have Clobber here, but we do have Phantom Outsider. Phantom, could she go that small? Like, is this the first time we've ever seen her go so small? I don't remember her going this tiny. Well, coming up in a few pages. So hold on.
Yeah, but I like that she's also in a battle action outfit. It's like they put her in a nice little yellow thing, with the fishbowl or whatever. That's cool. There's a bunch of Mego dolls in this one.
There's a lot of Mego dolls. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay, sit here while we cut your hair. No. So they're going to so Shrinking Violet's going to go real tiny, go in through the nose, and then implant the capsule, which is kryptonite, and that's going to make them forget the Legionnaires. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah. I like the art inside his brain.
Yeah, this is cool.
Pretty cool, yeah.
So she's going into the nostril here.
Is that a nostril or ear?
Nostril.
Yeah,
it's looking downwards.
Oh, nostril, yeah.
So, like, think of it looking up in here.
There's like no Superboy hairs in there.
I thought so. I was like, wow, she can go really tiny because we hadn't seen the extent of her powers. So this is pretty much the extent here. So she goes in, and then this has been done. And anytime anyone's gotten small and gone into someone's body, this always happens. They're attacked. It's like, oh my god, the antibodies. Right, so
I don't know when Incredible Voyages is probably around this time or something.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. I own that. Fantastic Voyage. Yeah,
Fantastic Voyage. That's what it's called.
Yeah, I own that. I haven't watched that in 100 years.
Yeah.
By the time I get around to watching these movies, like I buy them, I'm like, oh, I got to get this on DVD. It'll be way better than the VHS tape. And then by the time I get around to watching the DVD, it's like on Blu-ray. And then by the time I get around to getting the Blu-ray, it goes on 4K. And then I'm like, well, I'm not going to rebuy this 100 times now.
It'll be on 8K when you finally watch it.
Someone read Fantastic Voyage. That's what we're speculating. Okay, so she goes in. It's all good. Now Superboy has a little bit of some memories here.
Well, it's because she's being attacked by antibodies.
Sorry.
Right? So she has to get out, and the only way out is through the tear ducts.
Right.
And so it's like, quick, and I think he says something like, "Cry, Superboy, cry," and he's just like, "Okay."
You can cry, quick. Think of something terrible. When Duo Damsel was killed by Computo, which you just gave me a model for? No.
You think
so he thinks back,
sacrifice or whatever,
parents and all that,
which would irk Clobby. So I'll just, on his behalf, I'll just say like he was a baby, not a toddler. Right. Anyway, yeah.
So Clobby would not be happy with that, but he has super memory. I don't know, whatever you want. I love this. He cries. Wouldn't it come out? I guess it would normally come out of here. I guess it traveled to here and then came out.
It's supposed to be at the top, and they don't know how tear ducts work. I don't know.
Yeah, it's right here.
Although, like it came out, but like then it comes out the bottom because onto his face, right?
So, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess she can't get any smaller. Like she can't get tinier than that. Maybe that's her full capacity.
Like subatomic. Yeah. I don't know.
Okay, though, then she's back. Yay, we did it. I'm sorry, we can't tell you because they call themselves Surprise and Mysterious. So now that they're being led outside, they need replacements. So they're like, and Superboy and Supergirl, the replacements are Mysterious and Surprise.
Right.
So you don't have to ask their preferred thingies.
When we get to the reveal, I kind of missed why they all set this up or how.
Yeah, I don't understand why they need to hide.
Like, also, at what point did they set this up with those two that get revealed. It's like they just got booted out. Like, they don't have cell phones, so I don't know how they set all this up ahead of time with these other characters.
Yeah, that's weird. Like, when did they go get
It's
them?
just out of nowhere, you know. And
Like,
when they are revealed, they don't say anything about their deal with Superboy and Supergirl.
well, okay, so how about this? It says after the operation on Supergirl has been performed, maybe there was some time in between.
Yeah, I guess.
In between these pages. It's like Jim Shooter should come back and he didn't write this one, but he should come back and write missing pages.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then in between, there's like an adventure with the four of them. Like
Right.
Superboy, Supergirl, and the two.
Yeah.
Because it's not Superboy and Supergirl. Uh-oh.
No. They look cool with those costumes, though.
They do look cool.
I like them.
All right, so they send them back. So the deal is Supergirl and Superboy say, well, you need to take these two people in our place. So they do.
Yeah.
They come back and they forgot what they're doing. Here they are.
Yeah. And they just come at the front door and was like, let us in. No, I am surprised. I am mysterious.
Let us in. Let us in. So no sooner do they come in here that they try to assimilate. No.
Yeah.
Resistance is futile. Or if you want Cybermen, you will become one of us. You'll. It's not easy being green. Yeah. He's always green. My dog ate some of my Scrabble pieces. It's going to spell disaster. Sorry, that's pretty lame. I was listening to those guys on the docks that just do touch. They're great. I can't get enough of them. And then I tell my wife, and she's like, "That is just so they're so awful, but they're so clever."
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, all right, guys, we gotta take care of this shit. And they're like, "Well, do you mind if we tag along?" It's like, "No, I don't want you guys. You're new. You don't. I don't want you to tag along." And the guy's like, "Yeah, but Superboy and Supergirl said we're cool." It's like, "Fine, you can tag along."
Yeah.
So Feral Lad's like, "You know what? I don't reveal myself. How come they don't? I don't trust these
No,
guys."
like, yeah, I've revealed myself to you guys. What about these assholes? It's like,
yeah, what the heck? And Brainiac's like, "Well, they could even be robots. I don't know." It's so.
But we made a deal with Superboy and Supergirl, so it's okay, you know.
Yep. Yeah. Now we get to the most. If you're going to come up with a villain name, and you want to make sure that the audience knows that he's a villain, like no doubt.
Yeah.
Right? Like, because Nemesis Lad, that wasn't clear. Like, because bad guys also can have a nemesis, right? Which would be the heroes. Mm-hmm. So just to avoid confusion, his name is Prince Evil. An evil petting zoo?
It sounds like a General Mills cereal, like Evilos. It's like,
get your Evilo. Yeah, it's a good source of vitamin A and B. Or
yeah, part of a complete breakfast, and they show like a stack of white toast and like a big thing of orange juice. I never understood how that's a breakfast.
Dude, anytime they said part of a complete breakfast, I'm like, first of all, that is not my breakfast. I don't know who's having these colossal breakfasts. It's like, this is not a typical Canadian household breakfast. Like,
but it's like a mega thing of white toast. You're gonna shit a rope, man. It's like it's not good. My God.
Yeah, you ever have a bow tie? You look down, you're like, whoa, it's a bow tie. How did that happen?
A bow tie. Oh my gosh.
There's a show about sumo wrestling.
Yeah.
It's scripted, and the sumo, he took a move and he was calling the other guys, always like, look at that. He goes, it's so big and it wouldn't flush. He's like, take a stick and break it apart.
Yeah. It's so glutinous. It's like yeah.
It's friggin' lightsaber, man.
Stop raw.
Oh my God! Stop. Oh my God! This is terrible. All right. I did monetize this stream, so I don't want to.
Sorry, man.
All right. So Prince Evilo And this, I love that he's like, I've got the devil's dozen, and you're like, oh, that's gonna be an awesome team. There's
like
gonna be
5 of them.
And
What happened? It's like, buddy, math is not your strong suit. Dude.
I have a team of evil villains called the Devil's Dozen. I was like, oh shit, here we go.
I thought it was awesome. And then you see them. Yeah.
There's only 5, and he's like,
Yeah.
well, it's a work in progress. I'm getting more as we go along. Like,
no,
right.
like what's his name? Who's he capture again? I can't remember.
Cosmic Boy,
and he's like, and he calls him out on it. He's like, "What do you mean dozen?" Right?
Yeah, Cosmic Boy. You don't have a dozen.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's the best. Gwen Stefani.
But the way he talks, the 4 are part of the dozen, so he's not part of it. So he has 4, not 5.
Yes, Mr. Spock. It's like,
yeah,
that's Centaur. Yeah. So he introduces them all.
Yeah.
We got this hag lady.
They're neat.
We have this green guy with a horsey. Like it literally says horsey. Like, okay.
He's a centaur.
We have this big Thor character. Then we have Apollo, who's literally the Star Trek. This is Spock and Apollo from that Star Trek episode.
I love Apollo.
In this comic?
Yeah, in this comic, he just walks in all like strutting and stuff, and the girl's like, "Oh, sweet stuff," and like they had to come up with all sorts of things to call him.
Yeah.
Like,
ooh, we love you. We love you.
Yeah.
It's like, here's all the money. So this guy's pretty lame, though.
Yeah, I know. He's a Robin Hood guy, centaur. It's like.
Robin Hood and what was that guy's name in I don't know, in Hercules Legendary, or the Mighty Hercules?
Yeah.
Newton or whatever. Newton or it's like Robin Hood and Newt. It's like Robin Hood and Newton or whatever.
Well, like in the cartoon, you mean?
Yeah, right? Cartoon.
Yeah, Newt. Yeah.
Newt. Yeah, it's like Rocket Robin Hood and Newt, like combined together.
Yeah.
Oh boy. So he has this stupid trumpet thing. It's like no one cares.
The trumpet guy, like the big guy with the he gets annihilated later, but
the ring, the Hercules ring.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So like I found out from the Plaid Stallions thing, I bought their Rack Toys book.
Oh,
they
cool.
made a ring. It was a cheap plastic thing, but it looked exact from the cartoon.
I made my own ring.
Yeah.
I made a homemade ring. I got some cardboard and I put 2 holes on the sides and put a rope, and I made my own Hercules ring.
Yeah.
I loved Hercules. That was an awesome cartoon.
It was cool, man. Yeah.
I love Rocket Robin Hood as well.
Rocket Robin Hood. Everyone remembers Friar Tuck. He takes one bite and he throws it. Yeah. I didn't even finish my sentence and J-Man's doing the thing.
Everybody knows. As soon as you said everybody knows, I know exactly what you're going to say. Is this. Because as a kid, you're like, whoa, that's a colossal waste of food.
Waste of food, yeah.
And did you have, I got to say something. Did you ever have this as a kid, or even now? I still have this now. Anytime I see food in like a cartoon or something, it always looks really good, like because it's drawn, so it's always like a good, like he's taking like the drumsticks that I would get were never that pumped up. Like he's like, oh, I'm like, oh, that looks like a good piece.
Yeah,
right? Like,
I love when they take like a drumstick and they pull it out and it's just a bone. You know,
yeah.
Do that with like KFC and stuff. Yeah,
it never worked with KFC.
You have to do some pre-bites first.
You can't do what they're saying.
I just want to say one thing about food in movies. It's like, pizza never looks good in movies because it's sitting around like for take after take. And when they pick it up, it's just a cardboard thing.
Yeah.
And you bite into it and it looks like crap. The pizza in The Whale looked incredible. I don't know if it's CGI or what the hell is going on. You know what
I watched The Whale. I watched it.
Binging everything. Did you watch it?
I watched Whale when I watched it when it came out.
Yeah. And towards the end where he gives up and he starts binging everything, the pizza is amazing. I was like, yeah, it's a dramatic moment, but also that I've never seen pizza look like this in a movie.
He put cold cuts on it and then made a pizza sandwich with cold cuts. I was like, damn. And I gotta tell you, he had a drawer I gotta take a picture when he had a drawer full of chocolate bars and candy. I literally have that drawer at my
Yeah.
office. And I was like, I know this is supposed to be sad, and it was a very sad movie,
Yeah,
and it
it's
was
sad,
a very good performance. I will say it was a very good
Brendan
performance by
Fraser, yeah.
Brendan Fraser. I couldn't stand his daughter to the point where I wanted to like shoot her in the face.
Yeah.
But when you open up the drawer, I was like, I don't know, I've got that too. Like I know they're trying to say this is a fat thing, but like I've got that drawer of candies as well. It's like
when I had my own desk, I had a drawer like that too.
I love it.
Yeah.
All right, so they show off their powers and stuff, which
Yeah.
is cool. So they go to the Planetary Bank, the main branch. Excuse me.
Yeah.
So they show up. There's all these monsters. I love. Can you imagine you went to the bank and had these guys guarding it? This is bloody awesome.
Yeah, it's wicked. Yeah.
So he charms them with his beautiful music. He charms them all. Then he comes in and look at the women. Look, this is who works at the bank.
I know.
What the hell?
Yeah. No, wearing like nightgowns and stuff.
Yeah, they're wearing nightgowns. Like I go to TD and it's all just like regular people or whatever.
Yeah.
So they bring him all the stuff. He's like, "Oh, thank you, ladies. Bring them all to me." And then these guys are like, "Yeah, we got all that cool stuff, like pin cushions and shit."
Yeah.
And then they're, oh, what's going on here? Smoochy.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish you weren't going with us, honey, because I don't want to do that. It's like, oh, you don't worry about me. I'm worrying about you. And it's like, what is this, a Legion mission or a worry clinic?
Yeah.
Oh man, Colossal Boy's like, yeah, are you guys done yet or what? Like,
yeah.
I mean, I can't believe how awesome this is with these monsters.
These guys are awesome. What the
I
hell?
Can't get over it. It's outrageous. I'm like, this is the most awesome thing ever. I don't know what to say. Chameleon Boy and Colossal Boy, I will tackle them. So then he grows. And, oh, this is a cool creature, actually.
It comes apart, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It comes apart each section. It's basic. It's sort of like, like Devastator or a Combiner.
Yeah.
But each part doesn't become its own little thing. It actually just remains what it is and works.
Oh, animals too, I guess. And then
so it's like you could just have a disembodied head.
Yeah.
This was pretty cool, man. Like, I don't know what to say. It was pretty neat.
There's this other guy with like a, I don't know, like a thing, like on the next page is the other monster.
Yeah. You only get charged for 5. I was I know that's why I love this Phantom. It's just like, what the hell's going on here? I don't think I could go in that Phantom. It's like a fucking huge monster. Imagine there's an accidental thing that happens, like you accidentally take out the wrong amount of money, then this monster attacks you. No, I did the wrong. I didn't fill out the right paperwork.
It's just overkill, yeah.
It's like, so he fights this creature. He actually pretty neat. He kind of has it beat itself up in a weird way.
Yep.
This thing comes out. First, I'll tune my earphones to send out a counter signal. That's like, okay.
And that's
I forgot who this is. Surprise, right?
Surprise, yeah. Yeah, he doesn't have boob armor, so it's
he doesn't have boob armor. So he fights this thing. Oh my god, he can fly, and right? He has the same powers as Superboy. It's like, but does he?
He's just as strong as Superboy. He's just as strong.
Yes, he's just as strong. Yeah. The big one's just as strong as Superman.
Yeah.
Look, the big one's just as strong. I have to say that I'm very shocked at the casting of this Superman Legacy. Everyone kind of looks
like the guys.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm like legitimately shocked, like to the like where I'm like, I don't even believe this at this point. Like, are they just lying to us?
I don't know whose side Gunn is on anymore, so I don't really know. I mean, like it's cool that these guys look like the guys. Is it Christopher Holt or Nicholas Holt? I can't remember his name.
Nicholas Holt is Luthor.
Nicholas Holt, yeah. He's a good actor.
He's good.
I know him from Skins, which was it's probably about 10 years old now. It was a British show about these. Here's the thing about that show: it's about these like teenagers that like it's sexcapades and all that stuff. And he was the big hot guy on the show, and he got all the girls. He's a big man whore. So you're like, okay, I get what this show is. At the end of the season, he gets hit by a bus, and he gets brain damage. So in the next season, he's not the same character at all. He's that man whore guy from the previous season, but now he's like he can't dress himself, he can't eat by himself, right? He has trouble, and he played that twist so great. I was like, this guy's great, man. What the hell?
Good.
Yeah, and then he was Beast.
He's Beast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see how it goes. We'll definitely be, reporting on that and all that. Okay, so here we go. More fighting or whatever with this thing. Chameleon boy transforms into this spider thing with his head now. He's got like his head.
Here it comes.
Yeah, okay. So he turns into a spider and webs this thing up. And then wink at the audience. I can't believe it. This is great.
Yeah.
In case a certain web-headed character thinks I'm stealing his thunder, I'd like to remind him that I was changing to all sorts of weird shapes long before he walked up his first wall.
Boom! Like boom, 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 boom. Drop your mic.
Booyah!
You know what? Oh, when I read that, I was like, was that Jim Shooter? No, it's like one of these old guys got like mad at Marvel. Yeah.
Yeah. So his whole thing is he's like, yeah, and then everyone screams yeah with him.
Yeah. God. It's like a poor man's damn. Damn. Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. And he's like, yeah. And everyone's like, yeah. And there's shirts. I was gonna buy a shirt.
They always do that. Like, the other one was Indeed. Remember that when that was big for a week? It's like, yeah, one of the Japanese guys. They would say like they would talk in Japanese, and then there was a voiceover that said "Indeed," like in a big deep voice.
Okay. Indeed. Yeah. Well, there you go. Wink at the audience. We got you, Chameleon boy.
Okay.
Here come the lovers. Chains, eh? I'll show you.
Think so.
And here's the rings come from my world of Saturn. It's like, that's cool. It's like, but I am Apollo. You will love me. Listen, Apollo, that kind of shit, went out last week. It's like, I'm not.
I'm Saturn girl, damn it.
I'm Saturn girl, bitch. And you'll friggin' tell me anything. It's like, it's like everyone's like stepped up their game all of a sudden. He's like, don't try to hide your feelings. It's like, buddy, you're delusional. How can any girl resist me like this? I must win her over. He's like all like stunned.
So then they have a stare off, like dun, dun, dun. And then she's finally like, yes, I love you. It's like triumph. Even Saturn girl's super mentality couldn't hold up against me. Also, he's not wearing a shirt, so
yeah.
So for the win.
As a sign of my affection, I will give you back what I stole. Take this. What? Wait a minute. What happened there?
Don't touch it.
Well, don't touch it.
And it calls her Imra.
Yeah. Imra. It's a booby trap. And now it's
crystal turtles.
Yeah, Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael.
But they rip up his metal arm, and it's ripped up for the whole comic after that.
Yeah, they tear it up.
Yeah.
Then they captured him and run off with him. They got Lightning Lad and took off. Saturn Girl, I wish I could have done something, but my power set wasn't good. He's got sympathy. You can find it in the dictionary between shit and syphilis. You want sympathy? You can find it in the dictionary between shit and syphilis. Oh, Great stuff. Great stuff. You heard it here first or second here. I don't know where you heard it here. Oddly specific thing in that box. Yeah, I know. Like it was like crystal turtles. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I did not expect that to be in that box.
From the planet what? From Rojan. Sure.
Oh no, not
They're used
Rojan.
as cash. They're like living things that they use them as cash there.
How many turtles is this sweater? Like,
but what's up with this mega backstory about these turtles? You never see them again. It's like they name the planet. They
what is
say
the point of that?
it's enough that they're just wild animals that they're used as cash as well. Like, oh, good to know. Thanks. Like, what?
Yeah, can I take this American money and trade it in for some turtles? Well, how much you got there? $500. That'll be 2 turtles. Thanks. It's
yeah. And then they like eat your cash register because they eat metal apparently.
Yeah, like what's the conversion rate of the turtles to like what's the dollar? What's the dollar on the value of the nonsense. All right. It's great though. All right, so then this dude here, I'm the there's a great thing here later on with this rich guy, which is so outrageous. It's like he owns like some island, and like, well, how come he didn't buy a planet? And he's like, oh, he's trying not to show off or something. We'll get to that. Calling Legion, Mayday, Mayday. I'm Colonel Sanders. Yes, Colonel Sanders. What is it? My chicken is amazing, but whatever. And then look, Matter Eater Lad's fat because that happened last time. Remember, he became fat for some reason.
Yeah, it happened a while ago. Yeah.
That was so random.
I know. I thought it was just. I didn't know they're going to continue it on into this.
Yeah, I thought he'd be chubby and then something would happen and he was back to normal.
Yeah, like I missed the last Legion thing, I think, and this is even before that week. It was like a while ago.
Yeah, it's like he's just now back to. I don't know why he'll turn back. Spoilers.
Yeah, he'll turn back. Yeah.
I don't know if I trust these guys. Hold on, you mean these two could be Superboy and Supergirl? Forget it. Why they didn't? Why they don't even remember us now? Oh, that's a good point. Come on out. Yeah. Hey, Clobby, how's it going, man?
Hey, Clobby.
Long live the Legion. Yes. Oh, the J Legion. Thank you. Yeah, we did the credits for you in your style. So, well, I'll do the credits for all of them in your style.
Yeah. So Ultra Boy is gonna try and figure this out.
Yeah. So he's gonna use his Penetravision and try to figure out who they are. The conclusion
of this is hilarious. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. So that was number 350. Let's go to 351. All right. I'll do the credits again in the preferred method. Adventure Comics, volume only. Cover artist, Kurt Swan. Writer, E. Nelson Bridwell. Penciler, Kurt Swan, with inks by George Klein. Letterers is Milt Snappin. And editor is Mort Weisinger. There you go. Okay. So now we're continuing on. So the first part, this probably, well, maybe not. Maybe not. I was going to say this probably could have been one issue, but maybe not. There's actually quite a lot that goes on.
There's a lot that happens, yeah.
All right, so they go back to, well, let's get into it. Let's just get into it.
UNICEF.
Oh, man. Oh, man. So that's why I'm wearing my Polar Boy today.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw the friggin' Legion of Subs, booyah. And the pets, hell yes. Yeah.
There's subs versus pets in this one.
Wow. Man, I just love the subs. And now, is this the first appearance of Color Kid?
I feel like we saw him before. Now, you didn't go to the DC fandom thing, right?
I'm going right. Let me see Color Kid. Color Kid character.
Adventure Comics 51?
351, yeah.
Oh, 351, sorry, yeah.
Well, what the shit? Where's this stupid... What is this?
Where you at, man? Where the fuck's the? I think I have the same problem you do.
Yeah, I can't seem to find it.
No, I found it. I don't see where the. I think it's after the synopsis. No, Color Kid. It's not his first appearance.
Oh, what was
Let
his
me
first
see where
appearance?
it is. I feel like we've seen him before.
Oh, Lightning Storm. First appearance, Lightning Storm. What the hell is that?
No.
That's not it.
Color
Kid DC.
342 is his first appearance.
Oh, right.
So we saw.
Right.
I could have sworn we saw him before. So
you're right, but he didn't really do anything. He was just there as a.
We do get one first appearance. Yeah. No, I think he tried to try out or something. Or
yeah, that's right. That's right. He didn't do anything. This is the first time where he does stuff. All right.
No, we're getting first appearances tonight, though. But yeah,
we're getting first appearances tonight. Yeah, Fatal 5. 5. Oh yeah, 5.
Yeah.
Oh no, one of them is not.
Count
them. Yeah. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. All with the same powers as he does, or all with the. One day in the 30th century, 4 legionnaires are sent to answer an emergency call. R.J. Brandis, the richest man in the universe, is in danger. Cosmic Boy, Feral Lad, Matter Eater Lad, and Mysterious. Get there fast. Remember, his endowment pays the Legion's bills. Oh man, how do you like that? It's like he pays for our shit, so you better get down there fast. We get the message. Feral Lad is awesome. It's like, yeah, we got the message, man. I haven't trusted that Mysterious or her partner Surprise ever since they replaced Superboy and Supergirl.
Wait a minute,
my extra vision.
I think we're glossing over something. So RJ Brand's first appearance was the last issue. I think he's the founder, because I know they retcon this. Like I thought he was the guy who funds the Legion later.
Yeah, he does. Did they change that later?
Yes, that was his first appearance. Was the last issue.
Oh yeah, in that video monitor.
They name him here, but he wasn't named in the video monitor. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he wasn't named in the monitor.
Yeah, but now they named him.
RJ Brand. Yeah. So let's see. First appearance was 350. Yes, but not named.
Yeah.
Oh no, did they name him in that last one? I don't think they
didn't. Because I figured it was him, and they didn't name him, and then they didn't name him here. So.
Yeah. So there you go. So yeah. So now we don't trust these guys. So let me use the Petrovision and socked in the face. I like this. It's like
he pushed him right in the chin or something. Yeah, that's crazy.
Could have broke his jaw. It's like,
I know.
I'll have no insubordination. When the leader makes a promise for the Legion, every member keeps it. Crunch. It's like, whoa, you got a pretty good punch there, Taggart. Sorry, that's from Beverly Hills Cop. You got pretty good. It's like, okay, I'll do as you say. And then here's a nostril thing. And now here's the recap for everybody.
Yeah.
For those who came in late, recap. Everybody needs a recap.
Even Rocky had a recap.
Did you watch Creed 3 yet? I was talking to somebody about Creed 3 the other day.
No, I gotta watch it, man. I saw it at Walmart. And I was like, maybe I should just buy it, but I have it from you. So, yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
that Jonathan Majors is like the damn best.
Well,
too bad he's
part 4. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's not going to be in it. He's accused of everything now, so it's over.
No. Yeah.
That guy's done.
No, they'll do another villain. Yeah.
Yeah, they'll do another villain or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the daughter, the little girl, was actually good in the movie, which is which is effing shocking.
Yeah. So what in the comic? Who is that girl?
That's the daughter. I didn't like the comic, to be honest.
No, yeah.
They basically turned her into like one of these dumb characters that's like one of these, I can beat up the men and all that.
Everything, yeah.
It's like no female boxer is going to beat up any male boxer. No. That's like super not happening.
No, I know everyone talks a big game about Ronda Rousey, but it's like, put her in a ring with a real, with a guy.
Listen, I'm on Ultra Ronda Rousey fan.
Yeah.
I've watched all the fights.
Yeah.
I love Ronda Rousey. She can't
Yeah.
beat the guys. They kick the crap
Yeah.
out of her.
The UFC guys. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. They'll kick the crap out of her.
Yeah.
I'm not saying she can't beat another man,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
She could beat me.
She could beat
But
you.
I'm
right?
not training and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the point of it. Right.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Amanda Nunes, who is the current pretty, well, she's defeated now, but whatever. She could beat up an average man if he's not trained.
Yeah.
But not in UFC. Like, not saying Ronda versus a UFC. No, that's like not happening. Anyway, so they did that in the Creed comic book. I was like, oh really? Because she was a good character. Why'd you ruin her? Like, just have her fight. And they could have promoted female boxing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nobody really cares about it, I suppose, but you could have made people care if you made it a good story. So
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so they're on their way to help RJ Brand, and now they fat shame him. Oh, I can't get into my suit. That it doesn't fit ever since it became fat. Roscoe, I don't owe you any favors because I married your fat sister. I love that Boss Hog was calling Lulu fat. It's like, yeah, but you're fat too.
He's huge, yeah.
I love it. Roscoe's like, oh, you owe me a favor. He's like, Roscoe, I don't owe you any favors because I married your fat sister.
Oh,
that show would be auto canceled.
It's so good though. It's so fun. I'm glad I have the whole thing. It's like,
yeah, I love it.
Oh my gosh,
you're fat. I mean, I can't. Roscoe and Boss Hog together. That's the whole show. You don't even need to want the other. You can just have them. James.
I love the one where they think the Duke boys are dead, and they're like serious.
And it's very serious, and people are sad. They're sad, and then they find out they're alive, and they're right. It's like it's 1 second they're back. Oh, you Duke boys. It's like, I mean, I love it. It's great.
Yeah, Boss Hog is like, we chased the Duke boys and all, but I never meant anything like this to happen.
Like, they don't want them to die or whatever.
I like that episode a lot. Yeah,
anyway. That's great. All right, so they put on their spacesuits. Pharaoh Lad doesn't need it, and neither does whoever this person is. Pharaoh Lad this is cool. So there's the defense system, and like Pharaoh Lad gets nailed, but he goes in front of it and takes the hit.
Yeah, he's a hero. That's why.
He's a hero.
He's a hero.
I need a hero. All right, so here comes Cosmic Boy, and then these robots come and use their fingers to like entangle them, imperial entanglements.
But Madry, your lad to the rescue here.
Yep, he eats right through. Smashes through. We're at the point now in the Legion comics where the Legion are actually doing stuff that's useful.
Yeah.
Like they're actually using their powers and doing things.
The writers are more used to their powers.
Yeah.
I get the impression that, like, thinking back now to all the early Legion stuff, they were just made to make fun of heroes, I guess. They're just all a lark. It's like, this guy eats stuff and this, but so they didn't really think of application for the powers because it's just a joke to them. Right. But now they're, because they have their own comic now, because it's the whole comic now.
They can't be jokes anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can't just be a joke. It has to be like proper.
Yeah,
it has to be proper superhero stuff.
Like even Color Kid is doing stuff. It's Color Kid.
Oh, Cooter, yes.
Cooter.
God, I don't know how it was till I found out Enos and Cooter, and like I didn't get any of these.
Yeah, I know. They made a whole show about Enos.
Yeah, I watched it.
They never released it on video, but
no, I would get it. I watched Enos.
I think his partner is I think his partner is Mantis or something like that.
Oh really? I haven't watched it.
Yeah, it's the buddy cop thing.
Yeah.
Like,
oh my God, Enos.
His partner's from the city and he's like from the country, and yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah,
it didn't last very long. Yeah.
I think it was only the one season. Enos. Yeah. The way it's pronounced. Show.
But yeah, as a kid, I didn't know what it was supposed. It's the same thing as Smoking a Bandit, like Big Enos and Little Enos. There's like and like Paul Williams was Lil Enos.
Right.
Yeah.
I gotta rewatch those, man. Oh
Yeah.
my god. I don't own any of those, man. I don't own.
Oh no! Well, the Bandits.
No, I don't own any of them. I mean, Cannonball Run. I don't have any Cannonball Runs
Oh
either.
my god! Yeah, no, those are some of my first purchases. Like all those Burt Reynolds car movies. I
gotta get all of them.
I even have Stroker Race, which is terrible. But
Oh, no, I don't. I haven't seen that. I don't know what that
Barbara
is.
Smith is in that.
Oh my god!
Yeah, so it must
That's
be
awesome.
purchased. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! No, I've been trying to buy some of the. I'm trying to watch Gundam from the beginning. I had like a revelation, and I bought a Gundam manga, and then I watched Thunderbolt, the first movie, and I was kind of stunned as to what it is. Like, I don't know if you know what Gundam is, but I thought I knew what it was, and I didn't know what it was.
Yeah, it's every faction has their own
yeah,
right?
It's a war. It's just a war. It's a war.
Yeah,
but it's like very serious and adult.
No, it's super serious.
At least the thing I watched.
No, I remember the one where they're launching nuclear weapons at one, I think like a planet or something like that, and it's real, like they're gonna get immolated, right? So
right.
I remember that. I tried to do that with Robotech because they had them on Amazon Prime, and I was like, oh crap, the whole Robotech thing is
I've got it all.
Yeah. And
but the American one.
Is it the American one? Is Japanese?
That's what I have.
Oh, okay, yeah, no. The one on Amazon Prime was Japanese.
Oh, yeah, I have all three Robotech series. They're all different series merged together, but I've got all of that on DVD. I bought the whole thing. Yeah, that show's not being made today. That's guaranteed. That was a good joke though.
Yeah.
All right, so he wakes up, he's all destroyed. Here comes Evilo. Evilo's like, this thing is gonna go on you, and then I can control you with it. It's like, okay,
make you evil. Yeah.
I am now evil. You're right. I should join the Devil's Dozen. Yes, because I don't have enough. I solemnly swear to be evil and do evil things and open up an evil petting zoo. Excellent. I believe I have the job to give you. It's like, spell it out, boss man. What the heck?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't fret. The devil takes care of his own. Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
He's angry. He gets angry pretty fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Comic Relief Crusader. How's it going, dude?
Hey, Comic Relief.
Comic Relief got monetized just the other day, too.
Oh, cool, man. Congratulations.
I think he got monetized like and then like a couple weeks later I finally got it as well.
Yeah.
Let's see, do I have his I do have his thing handy. I'll put it in the I'll throw it up in the chat. Hold on. There's Comic Relief Crusaders link if you guys aren't subscribed. Let's take a look at the poll while we're here though. 50-50. I said, what do you think of the Fatal 5? 5 out of 5, 4 out of 5, 3 out of 5, 2 out of 5, 4 out of 5, and 5 out of 5 are tied 50-50. So some people really love them. There you go. Yep. My God, it's like it has been a long haul to get to this point. It's been like, for me, it's been 11 years of plugging away and trying to, play the Matrix game or whatever and try to get in there. And finally, The Rock has come back. Okay. So it's like, okay, you're going to do this and that. It's like, oh, yeah, I'm going to do this. Boom. What the hell happened?
Yeah.
Impossible. The evil force major criminal. Sorry, chum. Evil can't defeat good and never could. But how did you manage to overcome the evil force? It was easy. All I had to do was think of the good. Dun, dun. Now, we didn't see these.
No, I think they're brand new.
Hey, what the hell?
Sometimes they go back to like something that's happened before, but yeah. It's pretty cool. But even like Karate Kid has a thing in here. He's like brand new. Yeah.
This was awesome. And he's got the gun on him too. That's badass.
Yeah.
He knows I won't kill him, but I can sure wing him. That's great.
Yeah.
And then the horns come out.
You
What
just
the
tripped
heck?
me up. Dun. Yeah.
It's like, guards, come at once. I've had little trouble with this prisoner, but he's totally disarmed.
Yeah.
Here comes this hag woman. They take off their pants. Hag lady. Yargotha Aldath Moros. What kind of spell is she doing? Oh my god.
Yeah, all this could have been cut out, but sure.
Nonsense. But still cool. He opens up she's the thing. Oh my god, what's going on? Let's see what's going on in the curtain. And then they all see themselves.
Yeah, in the future or whatever.
It's like, I'll be back.
And
Continued
then
on.
Mysterious.
Mysterious.
I was gonna say mystery, but yeah, it's mysterious or whatever. She leaves to get to combat black magic. You need white magic. So
yeah. There's still plenty of Sentinel satellites circling this world. I'll draw one of them down magnetically. Smash. And I love that he makes like a pot out of it. Like, all right.
You know what's interesting about Pharaoh Lad? I feel like it's a like a proto Snake Eyes, because when Jim Shooter had Marvel, that's when they made the deal with Hasbro to do G.I. Joe, and I don't know whose idea Snake Eyes was, but it's the same kind of. It's just the same feel and look. I know he talks, but he reminds me so much of Snake Eyes. He's just cool, anyways. But yeah.
Yeah, Pharaoh Lad, I think that was the first shirt I bought from Bearded Shirts.
Yeah.
And then before now they've got a Pharaoh Lad print all over as well.
Oh, cool.
They have so many now. The guy like Eddie's been killing me. He's been messaging me. He's like, "Oh, I just put new ones up there." I'm like, I can't, like, yeah. I ordered two. I just ordered two more.
Yeah.
But I changed my size. I went down to large.
Oh, okay.
To see because these still feel a little bit big. So I grabbed a large and see how they're going. Yeah. By the way, to everyone who won, to all the winners of the giveaway that I did, the shirts have been shipped out. So there's 3 winners for the giveaways. Your shirts have been shipped out, guys. So keep an eye out. Message me when you get them, or take a picture, tag me or something.
Yeah.
Shirts have been sent out. So I just got confirmation of that. So they may have been sent out before, but they should be en route. So there you go. Okay, so they need to do a magic spell here. And they need certain ingredients. So firstly, they make a cauldron, which is what Pharaoh Lad does. And then the Legionnaires have to go to different time periods and places to pick up the ingredients they need to create this spell. In the meantime, they're going to use the substitute heroes to help guard. So here's the substitute heroes doing their stuff.
Yeah.
And then I love Color Kid. He's just changing the colors of these. And it's funny too, because Color Kid. Okay, see you later, FK.
See you.
I know Midnight Edges is going to be talking about how garbage Doctor Who was, and I already did a 20-minute video on that. Yeah. I can guarantee you they're not going to cover anything more than I've covered. I covered it all. I was very thorough on that one. Clobby's messaging me. Oh yes. Clobby says he can pop in for a second. Hold on.
Oh, cool.
He's on the road. Hold on a second. Let's get him in there.
Oh.
Captain James T. Skywalker, how's it going? Long live the Legion. Yes. And you've got like you happened upon a great handle, by the way, because that like just covers it all. All right. Clobby sent me a message. Boom. Let's get him on here. All right. So he is on the road. So we'll see. No, I don't. FK, I'm sorry. I don't know if that's what they're going to be talking about for sure. I don't know. I didn't see what they're talking about tonight. I didn't know. I'm assuming because they usually cover. I'm trying to just do videos on these kinds of things as opposed to doing streams on them.
Yeah.
What ends up happening is it just gets out of hand.
It repeats and repeats. Yeah, he might be talking about Clobby coming on.
Yeah. Well, Clobby's on right now, so let's get him in here.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Hey,
Clobby.
Just for that, I'm not wearing my pants.
What's up, buddy?
Hey,
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can hear you good. That's
Yeah.
great. You're on
Oh,
your
I'm on the road, well, and I'm Florida, but sorry I couldn't make it with you guys over there. You sound like you're having fun. Damn you, reviewing Legion without me. Damn it.
No, this is the worst one ever, so don't worry about it.
May your
It's
may your flight wings go out while you're 60 feet in the air. Good to see
all
you,
right. So you
Bugs.
pre-recorded your show tonight, right? You got a
Yeah,
pre-recorded
I just
show
got
tonight.
I did a little. Mark D and I did after Star Trek the other night. We did a. I just couldn't now. If I'd known what I knew when I found out last night that I would be able to do the show live like this with this thing, I probably would have went ahead and done it. Got back home or got back to where I'm. Staying.
Right.
Not home, but staying because I'm in Florida. But I just went ahead and did like a 40 some odd minute one since it's Doctor Who month still, and it's the comic show. I not so much reviewed, but I did a little show talking about the comic The Star Beast that
Yeah.
crappy Doctor Who special was based on.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we're
some
close.
Doctor Who coverage.
My wife and I have been discussing it since we've watched it, and we've sort of decided that it's the second worst Doctor Who thing after Timeless Child. But
Well, it's pretty bad. I'm with you.
yeah, I don't know. Like some people are saying it's not as bad as some of the other ones, but I don't know. It was pretty cringe for me. But anyways, by the way,
Go
sorry?
ahead. No, go ahead. What you're saying?
No, I was just gonna say that video I posted, my review has 1,400 views and 90 comments.
And oh wow! And the thing is, dude, I was gonna chime in because you were getting some crap by some jerks, but it's your channel. I didn't want to go in there and start fights in the comments. You're already getting trouble. But I agree with you, and I don't know if you got any other idiots from the one I saw when you first posted.
Yeah.
But it's that's the way things are, unfortunately.
Yeah. Oh, I got a lot, but somebody put wine, and I responded saying I prefer beer. So like I answered everybody in a funny way.
Yeah.
And some people were really angry at me, and then I said, "Well, tell me how much." Oh, we lost Clobby.
Yeah.
He'll try to come on again.
Yeah.
I think it's just connection.
Oh,
so there we go. We're back, and we're back.
Sorry about that, buddy.
Yeah,
it's difficult to navigate this thing. Yeah, to hell with that crap. But I didn't want to derail you guys for review, but I'll hang with you while you review it. I haven't read this comic in a while, but you're on the third one?
We're on the second one. So basically the Legion substitute, they need to create a spell, like a potion. So they need a lot of them, the Legion's gonna split up, they're gonna go get other people, and they're gonna go back to Supergirl and they're gonna go back to Superboy. I love this little aside here with Superboy in class, and this kid makes fun of the teacher a little bit, and then Superboy blows it away
before the teacher comes.
He doesn't want her feelings to be hurt. So that was cool.
Yeah.
Let's go
Great
outside.
artist by Kurt Swan. So
Swan, yeah.
So look at outside. There's a clubhouse here in Colosseum. They're like, holy shit, what's going on here? And Superboy doesn't have any memory because they put the kryptonite capsules into his brain so that it blocks his memory of the Legion.
Yeah.
And then he's like, well, I'm going to go help clean up Smallville. You bet this stuff better be gone. And then Element Lad changes the kryptonite to something else. I forgot what it was.
To helium, which I think would mess up his brain. But, well, he's Superman, so probably not.
Yeah, so he's okay. Yeah. And then it's like, oh, I remember all you guys now. It's like, yay. And then Projectra, I don't know why she projected the clubhouse. Like, what was that? What was the point of that?
I don't know why she did that. I don't get it.
I don't know. But I like Projectra, so...
Yeah, I mean, they're getting in trouble with the cops and everything, but it was all an illusion.
It's all an illusion. And now they need a
What is the number of this?
This is 351.
Okay, thanks. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. So
they need Mixie's Pitlick's hair. They need some of his hair.
Wizard's hair.
Wizard's hair. And then they decide on him. So this is the most elaborate silliness. This is like, I kind of actually like the silliness here because he's just like, oh, here, cut my hair then. And they're like, oh, no, it turned into a frog, an alligator, and a snake. And it's like, what is this nonsense? Like,
see, he doesn't have a hat here. I don't know if it's future Mixie's Pitlick or past Mixie's Pitlick or what's going on. It's a past, yeah, okay. So I guess they're saying that he's younger here, and then when you see him fights Superman, he's bald in the middle.
Right, and he's actually already bald from this. Like, I don't know what happened here. He's like already
Well,
bald.
they cut his hair, and then Monel says like that's what you'll look like when you're older, or something.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah.
And then, yeah, but they did actually tell you how to pronounce his name, which I've never seen them do that.
Yeah.
Mixias Fiddlet.
Where is
Yes,
it?
yeah.
It shows it. Oh, I forgot. It definitely shows it here somewhere. Yeah, so it's
And backward to Hill Tip Zixum.
Yeah, gosh, I can barely pronounce the normal thing. All right. So they get his hair, they take off, eh? So they take off, and now this guy's drinking up all the water here. This is like a Thor story. It's a very famous mythology story for Thor, where he can drink like in one gulp, he can drink like half the ocean,
Right.
in like a gulp or whatever. I didn't see that happen in Infinity War, so I don't know. Maybe he doesn't have that power in Marvel. But
Yeah.
he has it in Norse mythology, though. So he drinks up this big thing, and he's pissing water at this guy. He's like, "Hey, I caught a legionnaire," and it's like, "Damn it, you caught one that has no powers," and he kills him.
He just kills him.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm all for discipline. You know, sometimes you got to discipline the workers, but you certainly don't kill them on their first mistake.
His whole goal is to make a dozen guys, and he just like killed one. So it's like,
yeah, now you're down one. Now you got four. Yeah.
I think by the end of this comic, he still doesn't have a dozen. Like when he gets foiled, he still hasn't like made it to a dozen. So
yeah, he wants to do the devil's dozen.
Yeah, and you never see it. You never see the devil's dozen. Yeah.
So meanwhile, here comes a substitute. Hey, Supergirl, how's it going? She's like, I don't know who you losers are. They're like, but we're cool. We're like, we've done a lot of heroic stuff. We were mostly heroes before the Legion became hero. The Legion are heroes now, but we were heroes before then. And she's, yeah. So she calls the Super Pets. Super Pets, attack them! Whoa!
Well, they need a horseshoe or something like that, and like it's like, oh, get your super horse. She's like, I'll get the super horse, and then she gets them to attack the. She calls them phonies. Now the Super Pets know who these guys are, but they trust Supergirl, and they're like, well, if she says they're phonies, I guess they are, right?
Yeah. You want Frankenstein? I'll show you Frankenstein. So that's from Death Race 2000. It's like the Super Pets, here they come, and they start attacking. I love how Color Kid changes Stone Boy's color to green to fool them into thinking it's kryptonite.
Yeah.
Super Pets, if they're playing Dungeons and Dragons, would have -1 intelligence. Like, what happened here?
Yeah,
Like,
I know. They just take off. It's like they're not brave at all.
Take off, eh? All right.
And Chlorophyll Kid plants a bunch of catnip seeds.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Like, yeah, she's like, oh, don't mind if I do. So
the substitute heroes yet again win the day, man. This is awesome. Listen, but you know what? If I was Chlorophyll Kid, I'd have a belt, like a utility belt of seeds.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like you throw them down and make them grow. Like, that's sick.
Yeah.
You could do a lot of cool shit.
It's because we only ever saw them just make like things that are already there grow more.
Yeah.
But if you can just put seeds of like cool stuff like a Snapdragon or something down, you know.
This is what the substitute heroes have really unlocked a lot of creativity, like even with like within me, because I'm thinking, oh, what would I do? Because their powers seem so limiting, but actually there's a lot of cool things. Dude, have the Batman utility belt, but with the capsules, each capsule has a seed. Throw down a Venus flytrap, make it a big like you can make Biolante.
Yeah.
Right? Like throw that shit down and freaking make a Biolante, and then that creature attacks everybody. You could do a lot of cool shit with Chlorophyll Kid. Like, Super Pets. Yes, we do love our Super Pets. We're pro Super Pets on this channel. And then Streaky's like, well, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
And this is Night Girl is badass.
Yeah.
Like,
She
picks
rips
up
up a sidewalk or something.
yeah.
And
And then and she gets the footprints. I don't know if were you guys a fan of, I know you're fans of Get Smart, but did you like the TV movie Get Smart Again? Because I absolutely love it. I think it's a masterpiece. I've watched that movie 100 times.
do you think it's better than the movie? The nude bomb?
Yes.
Yeah. I know a lot of people think that.
Yes, I actually really like the nude bomb. I think it's very funny. And the end where there's like 100 Maxwell Smarts running around, they're like all cloned.
Yeah.
It's
a
funny.
weird movie back then though, because didn't feel much like the show, but yeah, it was funny.
No, I agree. I have the entire show on DVD. I love the whole show. The nude bomb, when I watched it, I did think, I'm like, well, this doesn't feel like the show, but on its own as a funny movie, I do like it.
Yeah, agreed.
But the Get Smart Again television reunion movie was super funny. Like,
yeah.
And then he goes, Maxwell Smart, Maxwell, he does it in the Maxwell Smart will meet with Siegfried. And then he puts the word on the street. So Jaime puts the word on the street. He takes everything literally. So it's literally written on like panels of sidewalk. And then there's a panel of sidewalk on the desk, and Shocker comes. He's like, hey, we must talk to the cleaning crew. They forgot to remove this panel, this sidewalk thing. It's like so stupid. It's like, obviously they didn't forget to remove this thing. And he's like, he goes, you idiot. He goes, Maxwell Schmart's message is written on it. He's like, and then he reads like a small thing that's covered. He's like, no, in the big writing that says I can't. I love it. I love that movie so much. Yeah. Oh my god, Jaime's awesome. And Larrabee is really funny too. He's still there. It's like there's cobwebs around. It's like, well, nobody. He goes, you've been working it for 30 years. It's like, because there's never been any call. It's like, well, it's been slow. And Q is the villain. John Delancey or whatever. He's the villain.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He's the villain in that. Yeah. The nude bomb. Yes, he called it. Yeah, I love nude bomb. Especially the intro where they're playing that great song, great song, and he's like, Max is like walking around. Anyway, so it reminded me of the pavement here, where she's got this block of pavement, and she actually absorbed the hit here. I think this is really cool. Yeah. She absorbed the hit and got the imprint, and they're like, well, okay, we did it. So here we are back over here, and they're making their little potion. And I'm the White Witch. So is this the White Witch? Is this the same character as that other character or no?
Which one?
There was another girl that was with a villain, and then she died, and I can't remember now. I'm blanking out on who it was.
Well, it's the sister of what's her face?
Sister of Dream Girl.
Dream Girl.
Yeah, Dream Girl's sister.
Yeah. Is it Misa Nal?
They haven't said her name. They're just calling her White Witch.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nia Nal. No. Who's Dream Girl? Nia Nal?
Misa Nal. Neuronal is Dream Girl.
Neuronal. That's it. Neuronal.
Yeah. But her sister's is Misa or Misa. But
okay.
That White Witch, the later one. See, I didn't get to read this comic, and I don't know when I last read it, but is this 251?
Yeah, 351.
351.
I mean, 351. Sorry.
Yeah, so this is Dream Girl's sister, though. And then they take off the helmets. And finally,
this is not the same one, I don't think. I think this is a totally different white versus. But actually, it is Misa. She becomes Misa later.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. She says here, "I'm Dream Girl's sister, a superheroine." She doesn't give her name. She just says, "I'm her sister." She doesn't say her name.
Yeah.
But the first time I wasn't able to call a twist, which is it was really Dream Girl and Starboy. Woohoo! It wasn't Supergirl and Superboy.
Yeah. I didn't know that. Yeah, no, I didn't call that.
So unfortunately, I had read this issue before on a reprint.
Yeah.
So I actually knew who they were.
Yep.
So I did read this on one.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was manual somewhere or some Superboy reprint or something like that, but I did read this one, so I already knew who they were. But I would not have guessed had I not read it, because I would have thought, oh, it's obviously going to be Superboy and Supergirl. But then when they clearly say, oh, it's not going to be them, so I was like, well, then I wouldn't have known who it would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine changes quite a bit later, needless to say.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, there you go. And now they have to explain how they were able to replicate the powers, and they kind of explain that here. And Bouncing Boy is back to normal, and Matter Eater Lad is back to normal, and Dream Girl and Starboy are back on the Legion. What the heck? There needs to be a lot. Like, this ad took up a lot of space here, because how did we get from here to this? Like,
Yeah, they're shocked by something, and what they're shocked by is everyone's back to normal. But the problem is that the caveat is that they're evil, so you have to fight them.
Wasn't this written by E. Nelson Bridwell?
Yes.
Yeah.
He wrote like that all the time. He was a scattered writer, great archivist for DC, but an editor. But as a writer, there you go.
Yeah. So then then they fight it out here. I love this. This is awesome. Okay, this is awesome. Cosmic. So this is freaking the Wolf. What's the Wolverine? When like Colossus throws Wolverine or whatever. This is like
special.
Fastball special. This is
Yeah.
freaking awesome. So Pharaoh Lad becomes his full armored, like his full self or whatever, and then he like closes up, and then Cosmic Boy uses his power to shoot him. That's wicked.
That's cool.
There's a lot of fights here, so they're just beating the crap out of everybody here.
Yeah.
Punch in the face, and see that coming, did you? Boom. I'm going to make you super heavy. Boom. Shooting him with lightning. And then I love this, like, what the hell? This is like a super reveal. It's like, I am this evil face guy. Like, what the hell? It's like,
I couldn't restore my face, so I got mad at everybody, and then that's his origin, I guess.
So his origin was, I couldn't restore my face, so now I'm pissed off. And they're like, all right. Well, and then Color Kid changes the color of the kryptonite to blue, and everyone joins up the Legion again, and we're all good. Yay.
Yeah, so like if you change the color of green kryptonite to blue, you don't change the composition of it, so it's still green kryptonite. Like, it still weakens.
See, this is why nobody likes Sean. Why are you trying to put a downer on this beautiful like ending here? Everyone's happy. And then you just got to turn, well, I don't think that would scientifically work out. Like,
I know it's DC science, but
we need to. It's Batman logic. That's the Clobberin term, right? Yeah, it's Batman logic.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Is blue kryptonite actually scientifically different, and that's why it's become blue? I guess. Like, it's a different chemical makeup that.
But they all do a different thing. So I would think that if they all do a different thing, they're all different, like, chemical composition, right? It's like red kryptonite is a wild card, and gold kryptonite does. I can't remember what it was, but yeah.
Gold kryptonite takes the powers away completely.
Right. Yeah. But if Color Kid changed gold kryptonite into green kryptonite, it's just going to weaken you. But that doesn't make sense. Because it's the color, but it's not the composition of it that may, you know what? I'm going too much by Superman 3, where they had to replace something with nicotine, and then it changes the chemical composition of it to be something else. It turns them evil, right? So they didn't change the color of it.
You know how they're always trying to find that secret ingredient, but it's unknown. So that it's unknown. It's like, I asked you to kill Superman, and you couldn't even do that one simple
thing.
They put tobacco. What did he put? Tobacco? I can't remember what.
Tobacco, I think. Yeah.
It was tar. Yeah,
it was tar. Yeah.
Oh, I had a Superman 3 quiz, and Sean bombed ass on it. I was very disappointed.
Yeah, I love that movie, but I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
No, you weren't paying attention. Some of those questions were super easy. When when Owen gets them right, you know it's awful because he
It's
doesn't.
awful. I know. Yeah.
That's bad. I had a Superman 3 celebration day, and I did games and puzzles and prizes, and I did a Superman quiz, and Sean bombed. Literally, I'm sitting there saying, well, Sean's just going to auto win this. So I'm like, I got to make this quiz a bit. And then you got the worst score. I'm like, I can't believe it. Oh, this is so slow. I hit the next button, and now I don't know if it's going to make it or not. Let's see. Yeah, we had problems, but my here we go. 352. Yeah. All right. Well, Clobby, do you want? I'll do the credit since you don't have it in front of you on the screen.
I just want to say that damn you for doing the beginning of the Fatal Five without me. I love the Fatal
Five. You're here right now. You're here now. All right. Adventure Comics volume only. Issue number 352. Writer or cover artist Kurt Swan with George Klein. Writers Jim Shooter. Pencilers Kurt Swan. Inkers George Klein. Letterers Milt Snappin, and editor Mort Weisinger. There you go. First appearance of
Well done.
So there you go. This one was pretty cool. You get just to let the chat know, this is a part 1. So this is going to continue, and because we're only doing 3 a night, we're not going to see the continuation of this. So this means you have to tune in 1 week from today to get the next part of this. If you don't tune in, one of the Legionnaires will die. That's how important it is for you to tune in next Monday. One Legionnaire, and so you will literally be responsible for the death of a Legionnaire, and it'll be your favorite. So whoever your favorite character is will die. All right. So here we go. This is great. They've got the kind of the wanted posters here of each guy. Let's just go through them. So basically, here's the Fatal Five. I don't know if I own this issue or not. I literally forgot to check my box, though. Let me see. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, I just got a message here. Hold on a second. Give me 1 second.
Yep. Yeah, so Fatal 5. When I saw this, I was like, oh, shoot. Clobby's not going to be there. But
yeah. I'm with you in spirit. I love the Fatal 5. They're the greatest.
Guys, I have to just, I don't know how we're going to do this, but I have to go for just 1 second, okay?
We got you.
Jim Shooter created all of these characters then?
Yes, sir.
Like Fatal 5? That's pretty awesome.
He could do that. He was good at that, man. I mean, I love Validus, of course. He's my favorite part, but Tharok, Emerald Empress, Mano, Persuader. I mean, the Fatal Five's the best.
Well, Mano, I always thought was creepy, and like here he destroys his whole planet. It makes him really fearsome, But,
yes.
Valdis,
he is.
And for some reason, I always thought as a kid Valdis didn't talk. Maybe I was reading through a phase where he didn't talk.
You were.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true. I mean, when I first saw him, he didn't.
No. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then just later changed. Do I have anything else? Sorry about.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. We're in transit, kind of going back up to my room. Sorry about that, dude.
That's okay.
But no, I love them, man. And they were just always been such my favorite Legion villains.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, they're the best. They really are.
Yeah, they're pretty awesome, man. And they're very recognizable too. Especially Valdis. But
I have I wish I could get figures of the others. I have Validus. He was a build.
Yeah.
Figure that a friend of mine gave me because he knew how much what Legions. But we'll never have the other 4.
Yeah.
They even used them on. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Phone ringing.
Oh, okay.
They even used them on the JLU cartoon.
Oh yes, I remember them. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But Persuader
cool
always remind me of is it Executioner from Thor?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's true, huh? With that axe and everything.
Yeah, I mean, and he's bald and stuff. It always seemed to me like he was that kind of character. I don't know who came first, but executioner because he was in Avengers or something. So yeah. Yeah, so and Sun Eater's in this too. That's awesome. I always thought it was a character, but it's listed as an item here in on DC's little database here.
It's an amazing saga. I mean,
Yeah,
just again, this 14-year-old kid,
yeah,
year old kid, creating some of the most famous members of the Legion.
yeah.
I mean, it's just incredible. So I'm walking, so I'm a bit
Oh,
winded
sorry.
here.
Yeah,
Hang on a second. Let's see here.
yep.
All right, sorry about that. Hey, how's Bobby? Thank you for joining. No, we just got an email. I just got an email saying that there's like a water break, like a water main broke. Same as the cycle before. Yeah, so they're gonna shut our water. They're gonna shut our water off.
Oh,
so I have to go quickly fill the tub and all that, so we'll have water.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so they're introducing. So I don't know what you guys, if you talked about anything.
We just talked in general about the Fatal 5.
Okay, so so basically we get a page per guy here.
Yeah,
and I mean we're not gonna go through every, but we got the Persuader.
Yep.
His name is Roger Moore, and no, I'm just it's not that Persuader. It's not those Persuaders. It's a different Persuader. Yeah. He's got this wicked weapon though that can cut. This is awesome. It can cut through anything. It cuts through gravity and shit. Like,
so it can make you float into space and die or whatever.
Yeah, and it's like, and even if he doesn't have his weapon, you still can't hurt him because it's like he just breaks through shit.
Oh, we lost Clobby.
Oh,
he was walking at some point, so he couldn't. Really,
oh, we may have. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I won't be able to see. Well, you can't see who's backstage, right?
No, I can't.
Because if I go to so I'll go back and forth every so often and see if he comes. Oh, you know, I'll go like this. I won't be able to read because I don't have it on my screen, but I'll try to look at it off the stream so I can see if he comes back.
Yeah.
So it looks like So okay, there's Persuader. That's the first guy. They give his origin. And then they give Tharok, right?
Yeah, so
this guy's awesome.
Yeah, they're all wicked, man.
They all are wicked, yeah.
Half of them got atomized, so then he it all becomes all like robot computer stuff.
It's so cool. He's like it's like Two-Face, but like compute, like cyborg and like whatever.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah, that's cool. This is
the Emerald Empress. She has this
creepy eye that she just like uses for everything.
Yes,
it protects her in space. She could steal whatever she wants. All sorts of cool stuff.
Yep. Next up.
And it's Validus, who is one of the more recognizable characters with that brain head of his.
Yeah, he's wicked.
And I was telling Clobby, like when I was a kid, I thought that he couldn't talk because and that was probably just a phase that he was going through at the time. But like here he talks. So he destroys stuff, and also like he's a big brute, and also he could shoot lightning out of his like brain.
And they go as far as to say he's not like a criminal where he's like planning to go do bad things.
Yeah,
it's just that because things just happen, and that's you know what I mean. It's
yeah.
He's like an misunderstood kind of character.
Yeah. Captain Action. Crap. Captain Action is everybody in this. Aquaman, Captain America.
Yeah, Flash.
He's Sergeant Fury. Flash. The only two Marvel guys here are Sergeant Fury and Captain America.
Batman. All right, so then we've got Mano. Do you say Mano or Mano?
Mano. Well, I always call him Mano. I don't know. Yeah. But Mano has this like crazy hand that can destroy anything. And at one point he destroys his own planet. He just like puts it down on the ground and like concentrates real hard and destroys the. And they're like, "Why is he wearing a spacesuit?" And then he like blows up the entire planet. That's crazy.
He doesn't give a shit. It's like
No,
F you.
yeah, these guys are like super ass villains. It's like, oh my god, and like, so he's 14 at this point, Jim Shooter, and he's just making all these crazy characters, and these are. It's like, let me show you real villains. So it's like Mano has a death hand. Validus is this big giant with a brain head. It's cool, man. Like Emerald Empress is a weird original concept. Like she has this eye that protects her.
I gotta say that the Fatal Five,
Yeah.
like Jim Shooter's Fatal Five, would absolutely destroy the old Legion that we've been talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the let's say pre-Computo. I don't know. I don't or pre-Shooter. Like the pre-Shooter Legion would be utterly destroyed by any one of the Fatal Five.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like these guys are badass. Like we had Evil and these other guys last time, and like they were kind of whatever. Like these guys came in, you're like, well, these every guy here is the best.
Well, what's funny is they're introduced in these 3-panel origins, and just in those origins, they're crazy fearsome. Like they're threatening, and in this same story, they're going to be employed as anti-heroes. It's like they're not even it's not even like mustache twirling like we want to destroy the universe. They have to be like convinced to help them out, right? So
yeah. So the story, so that was just the intro. The real story is that this it that they've been referred, like some of the older Legionnaires know about it is coming. It. So they're explaining it to the new Legionnaires, Pharaoh and Projectra and stuff. Yeah. So it's basically it just devours things. This is like the Doomsday Machine kind of thing from Star Trek. Sun Eater, Sun Eater. Yes, it's a Sun Eater, but it's like the Doomsday Machine, kind of like Star Trek.
Yeah, it's the beginning of Star Trek the motion picture. It's like, this thing came on the scene.
Oh, V'ger, yeah. But the Doomsday Machine's that other one that would just swallow everything, wasn't it? I think that was that worm.
But this is more in the nature of like, this is a mysterious object that came into Federation space or whatever. And yeah. Yeah. Also in that sort of design of Tharok where it's half computer. That was also, I remember, a Hulk comic I had that was in the Treasury edition with a guy like that. It was a typical. That was a typical 70s thing or 60s 70s villain. It's like half computer, like half robot.
He looks awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's not enough Legionnaires at home base at the clubhouse to stop this thing, so they're trying to recruit other heroes, and not just Legionnaires. So this is smart. They're not just looking for other Legionnaires, like just get anybody, with some sort of power that can somewhat maybe do something.
Yeah.
So they send out the call. Nobody answers it.
Everyone's got their own thing to do. They're assholes and
they're all a-holes.
Yeah.
And they're like, all right, well, why don't we ask some villains? Because they don't want to die, right? B'wana Beast. Oh man.
Yeah.
Is that a Showcase comic or is that a B'wana Beast comic? What the hell? I have to look that up right now.
Oh, here it is. It looks like Showcase.
It is Showcase.
Showcase
right?
presents B'wana Beast, the Jungle Master.
God.
Yeah.
Showcase.
Number 66, I think.
Showcase presents. So I guess that was just Showcase. I'm just looking it up.
Yeah, it says on the cover Showcase presents. It's probably just Showcase.
So 66.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it right now. Oh yeah, here it is. Oh man, beautiful. Oh my God, I might have to read this tonight. I have been reading. Oh, Clobby's back.
Hey, sorry about that. Sorry, guys. Got that. Right. Have a bit of a B'wana Beast.
Yes, I love it.
Yes.
Oh man,
I desperately wanted this figure. Oh no, I've got the not Marvel Legends. I don't know what they're called. The kind Legends? Of Marvel Legends thing. I've got B'wana Beast of that.
Yeah.
But I wanted the Brave and the Bold Bwana Beast toy.
Yes. Yeah.
SOS to evil.
Dun, dun,
So
dun.
nobody wanted to help the Legion. So now they're going around to find the villains, and each villain is in a different location, and each Legion member has a different villain to go and get and convince them to come help save the Earth.
Yeah.
By the way, Jay, by the way, sorry, I forgot.
Yep.
Bwana be created by the great Bob Haney. So,
Was he created by Bob Haney?
yes, sir.
Oh, love it. I like Bwana Beast. He just looks cool. I made a little character of him too. I don't know. I just got pumped up for him. I don't know why. Just this is random. Bwana Beast is awesome. Yeah, showcase Bwana Beast. Yeah, Sun Eaters. All right, so they go and they get each guy. It takes a little bit of. Some of them take a little bit of talking to, but others just like, yeah, okay. And this is sort of like, it's weird because this is a typical Legion thing. They all split up, and it's like, here's a page per guy to introduce them, and then each guy splits up to get each other guy. But it's still done in a better way. Like Jim Shooter still made it cooler somehow. I don't know, like, because each guy was so unique.
Well, he really sets them up in those one pagers, right?
Right.
Like they're really like you get a sense of who they are and their powers. Like Mano destroys the whole planet. So when they go and recruit these guys, it's like, oh God, like they're gonna try and get these. And this is like the introductory story. And you already know, like, oh my God, like, can you trust those guys? But at the same time, it's like this Sun Eater thing is set up real well too. It's like, how are you gonna defeat that thing, right? So
yeah, I mean, I don't know. And then she's being burned at the stake here.
Yeah.
And then it's like rescue her. And she even puts kryptonite on. I'm like, what the hell? Like,
yeah, because she couldn't use some contrivance. She couldn't use the eye because of the kryptonite or something like that. And anyways, now she knows how to control them.
Right.
So
he's
she
walking
keeps that in
down.
her bucket.
You're free.
Yeah, so this guy.
Free. That's from the Donner cut.
Yeah.
Yeah. He just starts shooting because he's crazy. You crazy? Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Is that your problem? He just goes mental. And then some boy shoots at him. It's like, listen, we're all gonna die. It's like, all right, fine, I'll help you.
Yeah.
Taika Waititi. No, sorry.
No.
Yeah.
I saw a great post. Someone's like, it said the article says like Taika Waititi wants to make his Star Wars movie stand out and great, and then the first comment was that he should not do it.
Yeah, exactly. He's the one that came out. He said he wanted to piss off fans. I mean, that's a nice thing to say, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I don't. Fans are trash. They just buy Blu-rays, DVDs, shirts, comic books,
Who needs them?
toys, get tattoos. Right? It's like we don't want their money. It's like we want the people who don't buy anything.
Yes, to come out and buy it. Hey, they'll give you a pat on the back though on Twitter.
They will.
Oh yeah, they'll love you.
Yeah.
You've done really well.
Way to do it. Piss off those evil bastards. Yeah.
Evil. Princess Projectra. She's being a lot more stealthy than the other guys were.
Yeah.
Like I like her. She's like, okay, I'm gonna make him think this, man. Well, look at that crap. He's like,
Young Jim liked to really spend a lot of time with the characters that he created. So
yes,
I like Princess Projectra. I like his characters though.
Yeah, I love her. Yeah, I do too.
So I don't know, man. This Jim Shooter, like if he ever comes by, I definitely gotta talk Legion. I'm gonna bring that his first issue because I've got that one.
yeah.
I went to my phone to check to see which ones of these I had. And then I saw an email from my property management saying they're gonna shut the water off, and I panicked.
Yeah.
I do like water, it's weird.
Yeah, it can be useful.
It can be useful. Legion of Superheroes. Oh, sorry, this is Adventure Comics. Where let me see my Adventure Comics and see if I own this because I should. 350. Oh, I have 351.
Oh wow!
I have issue 351. I don't have 352.
Yeah, you got to get that one. First Fatal 5, you got to get that one.
Oh, I'm getting them all, so I will definitely get it. So she makes him think all this stuff, and then he's like, "Well," he goes, "if it's just mind over matter, then I'll just, beat you." And she's like, "Yeah, but I'll do something so intense that you won't be able to." And he's like, "Oh," and he's like, "Fine, I'll join you." And then they recruit these baseball players to come join. Oh wait, that's not part of it. I love that Princess Projectra has the cape over top of her space outfit. That's class.
Yeah.
That is class right there. It's like, yeah, I still got my fancy cape.
She's a princess.
Of course. They should make. Well, no, I was gonna say that they should make her Disney princess, but that would make her trash. So
no.
So leave her as a.
Hey,
as a
she wouldn't look like that anymore.
Yeah. I love this because his hand is the thing that destroys stuff, and they're gonna kill his hand. I love it.
Yeah.
And then Feral Lad smashes it. Hey, what are you doing, buddy? We were supposed to cut his hand off. It's like, we can't just use a normal knife. We had that big contraption. Yeah, you know how much that contraption cost us? You destroyed it. Wait a minute. I'm one of the Legion. See, I've got a ring. It's like, oh, he is one of the Legion. What should we do? Well, I want to take this guy back with us to help save the universe. It's like, okay, Legionnaire, you can go do that.
Yeah, he has official documentation from the UP Inner Council or something. So they're like, they never show them getting this, but or using it. So, yeah, he's a fancy pants. Yeah,
he is a fancy pants. She's from the Magic Kingdom. Yes,
Orlando.
That's it. Next issue, not the end.
Dun,
dun, dun, dun.
What's gonna happen now?
Pretty awesome.
It's pretty exciting stuff.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
And that was it. So 3 issues full Legion stories.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. I don't know. So I really liked all these. I thought they were pretty awesome. So,
Clobby, I never asked you this. Like, what I know everyone gets pissed off about Jim Shooter. What's your take on Jim Shooter? Like, do you like him, or do you have issues with him, or
we lost him.
Yeah.
That wasn't me. He
yeah, that's okay. Yeah, he's like, no, F, I'm not gonna.
Jim Shooter, you bastard.
Yeah.
It's like the Susquehanna Hat Company or whatever from Abbott and Costello.
No, it's so funny because like anyone who works with Jim Shooter, they get all pissed off at him and stuff. And
I think he ran a tight ship.
I think he ran a tight ship, and he vetoed a lot of their decisions. I think that was an issue. There's a great, Chuck Dixon.
Chuck Dixon. I know that.
Yeah, he has a YouTube channel and he answers questions. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And people ask him all sorts of stuff. And someone asked him about Jim Shooter, and he said, "Listen, all the boys hated Jim Shooter." And when he finally got let go from Marvel, everyone was like celebrating and they were trading like Jim Shooter stories, like, and shit talking Jim Shooter. And Larry Hama was all quiet and stuff, and he was notoriously Jim Shooter and Larry Hama butted heads a lot. But I mean, Larry Hama had a great career of like G.I. Joe and Hulk and all that stuff. And they're like, Larry, why are you not, join in, man. You had your fights with them and stuff. And he's like, I can't do it. And they're like, well, what's wrong? Why? What? And he's like, he hired me. It's like, I can't, yeah, we had our problems, but I don't hate him or anything. And then, and Chuck Dixon's like, my respect for him went way up because he wasn't gonna like now go shit talk him and stuff, right? So,
right,
yeah.
So, Clobby, what are your thoughts on Jim Shooter in general?
Shooter, the Legion writer, especially early on, but I mean even later, he's one of the best of the Legion writers. I've always thought. I mean, I'm a Paul Levitz guy through and through, of course, mind you, but I think he's done. He was. By the way, sorry I got disconnected again. I've got kind of crazy stuff going on in and out of the service areas and stuff.
Yeah, no
But
worries.
I have so much admiration for what he did as a a writer coming into the business like that. Back when writers were actually something needed in the business.
Right.
Yeah. So as far as what he did at Marvel in the '80s, well, we don't want to talk about that. So.
Well, that's why I was going to ask you, because like a lot of people have issues with Jim Shooter, but I think he's still a genius. I mean,
Yeah.
I think Secret Wars 2 is a holy mess, but I own the omnibus because I think it's interesting that you'd attempt something like this at all.
He also did the New Universe. Did you ever read that mess?
Yep. Yes.
That was also, boy, was that a mess.
It's a weird, beautiful,
Yeah.
interesting mess, but it's a mess. Yeah.
I think he kind of ran Marvel into the ground in the '80s because he chased off all their best talent in the early '80s. I mean, everybody, the Burns and the Millers and the Perez's and all these other ones.
Yeah.
A lot of them went other ways, went to other places, and they came back and did stuff there. Don't get me wrong, and again, I don't like the way he conducted himself during the Jack Kirby art controversy at all. I don't like a lot of the things he said. Then again, nobody's perfect, and nobody's. I mean, he's not totally horrible either. In fact, like I said, he was a really good writer.
Right.
And then he did something. There were very few mainstream comics that could even stand in the early '80s. Early '90s rather. And he started Valiant Comics for a few years there. I loved his Valiant universe, Valiant Comics for a good 3 or 4 years there. I don't know if you've ever read them. Were the only things I was really, really enjoying. So I think he did a great job on that.
Yeah. Well, me too. And I think that went downhill when Acclaim bought them.
Oh yeah, that's about the first 3 or 4 years I was done with them. But yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the guy that did that? Who's the guy that did the like Magnus and
well, Magnus was
Rock
before.
and no, I know before, but I mean, who brought them back?
Shooter brought them back.
Yeah.
Oh, so that is your like,
they were like Gold Key characters, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it was Turok, Samson,
and Dr. Solar.
Dr. Solar.
Yeah, Dr. Solar,
yeah. So I like that.
He got the rights to all them somehow and then built the universe around them. So like
did you guys like those? Because I actually have all those issues in my letter was publishing that.
He did. It was Jim Shooter mainly. It was also Bob Layton and Barry Windsor Smith and a few other people. And they started with Magnus Robot Fighter, and I thought when I heard that they were doing that comic, because I'll take a look at it. I remember those comics. I didn't read them much as a kid, and then I started reading that. I thought, well, that's pretty good. And then he did Solar. He didn't call him Dr. Solar, but he was Solar Man of the Atom with Barry Windsor Smith. Oh my God. And so those two started it out. Then they had that character of Rye, who was like a different type of robot fighter. And I was loving him. And then he did Harbinger, which was, to me at that time, I was not reading X-Men. It was like I called it X-Men with a brain. In other words, because it was so much better than X-Men in my opinion. And then Exo Man of War, Eternal Warrior, Archer and Armstrong.
Yeah.
Then after a couple of years, Shadow Man, he did what I think is the greatest crossover event ever done in history, in my opinion, Unity. And I have the big hardcover slipcase editions of that. And usually I don't like crossovers, but he made them all work. And it was a combination Shooter, Layton, Windsor Smith, and other people. But it was Shooter, was the boss. And man, 3 or 4 years there, Valiant it was all the rage. Even though obviously Image sold the most. It was really, if you had the early issues of Magnus and Solar, they were going for some pretty steep prices. Not that I care about that much, but I'm saying they were very much in demand in the early '90s. Had a pretty decent 3 or 4 year run where I did not miss any of the titles, and I still have them all. Yeah. And I'm going to go back and start rereading those again since it's been like 30 something years since
Yeah,
but I love it.
Stacks of those too. It's like I thought at the time they were the best written like mainstream comics.
Agreed, absolutely.
Like Exo was so good. Yeah.
Did you read this one, this Dark Horse Magnus? This is what I have
Never-
these.
Are those
Yeah.
are those reprints of the old stuff?
No, I
Or
don't think
those
so.
are those
No,
at the
they're
new?
brand new. Yeah. They tried to revive the characters again.
I stopped.
This is Jim Shooter, but then he did give you a reprint as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it looks like it's
This is the
reprint
reprint part of it.
of
That was
his
the bulky though.
prints of the Russ Manning Valiant. I mean, of Gold Key issues.
Bulky, yeah.
But aren't those Darkest issues a little a combination of Valiant and Dark Horse reprints?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're, I don't. I think this part is new.
But who did the art on that new one? The one that looks newer. I mean, who wrote it?
Jim Shooter did the script, and
Bill Reinhold.
Bill
Art.
Reinhold.
I
Letter.
believe those were reprints from the Valiant stuff.
Yeah, so they're Valiant reprints. Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it was modern. It was 90s modern, I think. But I don't know. That might have been newer. I can't tell. I never got the Dark Horse ones. I stopped after, like I said, 3.5 years or so of it. I finally, they started kind of wear out for me.
I don't know.
You know.
J-Man, these look like the. You told me about this and I didn't get them, and now that I'm looking at it, I think they're reprints. But it's so funny because J-Man was like, "These are so good." It's like, yeah, it's the Valiant.
Yeah, I own all of these.
Yeah, it's the Valiant comics and the Gold Key. So
yeah, so so this is all in one book.
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Magnus was cool. I think my favorite of those books was probably Solar, those first 8-9 issues. But man, Exo Man of War was brilliant as well.
Yeah.
The first series.
Yeah, see,
and
look,
Harbinger,
my letter. Here's my letter. Right there. Yeah, see, look.
To that guy.
They misspelled my last name, but that's it. Right?
The Dark Horse comic.
The Dark Horse one, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, so that was the first one I got published in Magnus Robot Fighter. It continues. It's all of this to Dark Horse. So it's this whole section, and then up here it continues on. Check out the feature on the next page with the So there you go. They spelt my name wrong, my last name.
Yeah.
Which is spelt wrong all the time because it's a Croatian weird last name. So that's why I use J-Man as opposed to what it really is, which nobody can pronounce. All right, well, Clobby, you got a pre-recorded thing. Did you set it up as a premiere? Like, will it be? We got 2 Clobbies.
It keeps happening. Well, I'm doubled.
You're doubled.
That's weird. My phone keeps going crazy. But I'm sorry about that, dudes. I'm making a mess of everything.
There you go. I love that there was 2. It was like we were just talking about cloning with Maxwell Smart when he got cloned.
Wow, weird.
So you set it up.
But Valiant,
read the letter. I'm too embarrassed. I can't read the letter. I'm too embarrassed. It's Magnus Robot Fighter number 2. Read it. It's probably cringe.
You sound like me. My letter I had printed in a Hulk comic. I see it and I go, oh God, I can't read it.
Yeah, I can't read mine because I was really like a mark for it. I was like, oh man, this is the greatest thing ever, and I love you guys, and and
I did that too.
Yeah. I want to get it right. So I got my letter posted on. I got it put it in Gunslinger for Spawn. I submitted one to G.I. Joe. Let's see if I get in there.
You'll get in there.
Wow.
If I don't get in there, then they're dead to me. I despise G.I. Joe. I'm never on there.
This guy, yeah.
Nice.
Larry Hama, you piece of trash. I'm never gonna. That's it. I'm done. Yeah. I'm done with you, Larry. All right. So, Clobby, you got your premiere tonight. What else you got going on?
Well, I hope I'll be back in time Thursday. I'll be driving all day, but hope I'll be back for the clubhouse so we can get to our Raquel and Mark and I can get to our Blake 7 and Star Trek comic reviews and stuff, and back on track with Saturday Night Star Trek. So hopefully back, I could have probably done the show tonight. I didn't realize that, it's probably, now, it's on now, probably. No, I keep forgetting the time.
It's not on yet. Yeah.
I'm in the Eastern time. I'm in your time zone right now.
Right.
Right.
Um,
I can't get used to it. So that should have just went ahead and gone live. But what can you do?
all right. Okay. So, by the way, just to do the poll, Fatal 5, 46% gave the Fatal 5 a 4 out of 5, 40% gave a 5 out of 5, and 13 gave a 3 out of 5 for the Fatal
I gave
5.
it a 5.
5.
There
Oh
are
my
5
God.
of them.
Of course, there's 5 of them, so they each get a point for each one of them. Sean, are you posting anything this week?
Well, I'll probably post a Godzilla -1 review when I watch it on Thursday. Same as you probably. So, yeah, Godzilla -1, and Friday I'm here for the Fourth World Fridays, and I'm still busy at work. So at some point it'll wind down, and then I'll be able to actually think and then make videos for my channel. Deception 77. Movie reviews, comic reviews, all sorts of other stuff. There you go.
Awesome. Sean and I we're not seeing Godzilla together because it's a bit further away from my place. So the further from my place it is, the even further it is from Sean. So Steve and Owen can't make it due to work commitments.
Yeah.
So I'm going by myself to here, and Sean's going by himself, and then we'll compare our notes.
Yeah. There's a theater up by my work, so I'll just stay at work and then hop on over and watch it. So
yeah,
looking forward to it, man. It looks awesome.
It does, and I watched Destroyer. Oh, Ethan, how's it going, Ethan?
Hey, Ethan.
I have a question. Okay, what would be your favorite Spider-Man show? Ultimate Spider-Man or Spectacular Spider-Man? Did you know that Monster Jam has a Spider-Man monster truck? I did not know that. Question: favorite Spider-Man show? Ultimate Spider-Man or Spectacular Spider-Man? I actually own both of those. Oh, Clobby's gone.
Yeah.
I own both of those, but I don't remember them. I think I liked Spectacular Spider-Man better. What did you think, Sean?
Spectacular Spider-Man, I like better written. Clobby. Ultimate Spider-Man, I think, was the one with all the different Spider-Man, and it was just like the world of Spider-Man is gone. I think he's in training or something to be like.
Yes, I didn't like that one.
Like
that.
The old days, that was awful.
It's fun for kids, but I mean, like, when I was a kid, I watched Spider-Man's Amazing Friends, which is not real Spider-Man, but I thought it was fun. Yeah. As an introduction to a lot of the Marvel characters at the time. Yeah. So,
Yeah. So I think I agree with that too. Yeah, I own them all. I own it all, but I think Spectacular was better.
But both of those are not my favorite at all.
No, my favorite is actually the cartoon. The first. Yeah. I like the first one. I like
the 60s one. That's great.
60s.
Yeah. That's how it got me started on Spidey.
Yeah. It is the comic condensed into a small.
Well, the 90s one is really good too. They took a lot of stories and
I think the 90s one is just like generically the best one, but it's just not. I'm not dying over it as much.
Nick and I just did an overview that we did like last year. We both watched all of it. That one, the 90s one. Yeah. I did a big kind of a breakdown of it without just not reviewing all of the episodes. And it's very interesting when you do that when you go back now. There are a lot of great things and a lot of really cringy, terrible things that just really just go, why? But it still was a fun watch. It's fun to go back and watch it. So.
Yeah, Amazing Friends is obviously awesome, and even the one that was before Amazing Friends, where it was just Spider-Man, and then that became Amazing Friends.
Yeah, ran at the same time. Yeah,
right. Yeah. And but imagine with in 17 or 18 seeing Amazing Friends for the first time when you're used to Marvel team up, and you're like, no, wait a minute. There's so many things that aggravated me. I wanted to see that old cartoon. I didn't want to see him I didn't mind seeing him with other heroes, but it was so dumb that he lived with Iceman and this chick. Yeah. And he had all that fancy, those gadgets and stuff.
Yeah, they explained all that in the last episode where Tony Stark installed all that stuff. But to me, it's like then he knows who they are then, right? When did he install all that stuff?
Spidey some owner.
Yeah. The 66 one is going to be the best. And I met the actor.
Greatest music. All that music, man.
Yeah. So that was I don't know how old he was when I met him.
He's animated right here in Ontario.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Same people who did Rocket Robin Hood, right?
And we love Rocket Robin Hood around here. That's for damn sure.
Hercules and Rocket Robin Hood, the art for that was done next door to where I work downtown.
Wow.
Because when I found that out, I was like, "Oh my god!" And I took pictures and stuff. No one cares about anything but me now.
Yeah, no, I love Rocket Robin Hood. It's awesome. And then all the backdrops are used in Spider-Man in season 3, and you're like, he's like goes to all these weird places. You're like, what is this? It's like a weird.
Yeah, they use the Rocket Robin Hood backgrounds for Spider-Man.
Yeah, and you're like, why is he in this weird area now? Like, it's just so awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So there you go. All right. Well, that is it. I did review the Doctor Who thing. That's got like a lot of views, so people have already probably checked that out. Check it out. I bashed the crap out of it. I'm going to review -1. I'm really looking for. I'm just going to tell everybody right now. I'm a Super Godzilla mega fan. I'm almost unreasonably positive for all the Godzilla movies, so just keep that in mind when I review. Like it'll have to really suck major quantities of ass for me to say, like, it's going to get an 8 out of 10 no matter what, like minimum. Like Godzilla movies start at like an 8 out of 10. It's and then they work their way down or up. So it's either I love it and it's a 10, or they work their way down. Like,
are we talking Matthew Broderick level of suck or Shin Godzilla, which was closer than Matthew suck?
I love Shin Godzilla. We've had this discussion.
Have we?
We have had this discussion before. You were proven wrong. Remember? Do you remember this?
No, I remember you being obsessed with shins is why you liked it. But I was saying, why would you just move a whole movie about Godzilla's shins? That's weird. But anyway,
Shin means new or God.
Well, I thought it was return.
No, Shin means new or God or whatever. So like Shin. Yeah, so it's
it looks
God,
like a body part to me. Okay.
Shin Ultraman.
It's like Shin Ultraman. That was awesome.
Well, that's acceptable, of course. Oh yeah,
you got to watch Shin Ultraman. That was awesome.
Again, it wasn't. If it had been 3.5 or 4 hours of him standing like a statue doing nothing while a bunch of humans sit around and chatter, I wouldn't have liked it either.
that was your that's your review of Shin Godzilla. They just sit around and.
I'm waiting for Knee Godzilla next.
Foot Godzilla.
Finally, Tail Godzilla.
Tail Godzilla. The conclusion.
Tail. The whole movie's his tail.
The body part trilogy. The body part era. They can do the body part era. Head Godzilla, chest Godzilla. Arm
Godzilla. That's perfect. The body parts. Oh shit!
Body parts. It's like there. Which era do you like? Oh, I kind of like the Heishi era. I thought that was pretty good. No, you gotta go Showa era. That's original. I like the body part era. You know, I really like chest. I think chest Godzilla was pretty good. Dude,
yes.
Are you kidding me? Tail Godzilla was way better than chest Godzilla. No.
No, fin Godzilla. Now the fins.
Oh my god. All right, that's it. I can't abide this silly conversation. It is a silly place. Let's not go to Camelot.
Yeah, stop that. It's silly, very silly indeed.
All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys on Friday, and I will do my Godzilla review probably Thursday. So that's it. All right, until next time.
Hey friends, you've just been listening to J-Man. And he is the smartest person who ever lived. So make sure you like and subscribe.